Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kristi. Today I have a keto recipe for you, and this is birthday cake flavored cheesecakes. All information for this recipe will be linked below in the description box so you can check it out there, and I will have macros listed as well. If you don't follow me on Facebook, I'd love it if you went ahead and done so. We have a group over there, All Things Keto with Kristi. It'll also be linked below for you guys. I do have an Instagram page. Please follow me. I do updates, before and after pictures, and I post on my stories daily. If you haven't joined the YouTube family yet, I would love it if you went ahead and subscribed. And if you like this kind of video, give me a thumbs up. This recipe for today is, again, for birthday flavored cheesecakes, and I'm using the Perfect Keto bars as the crust. These are a higher fat content cheesecake, so they can be an acquired taste. If you're not a fan of Perfect Keto bars, then you're probably not gonna like this cheesecake recipe, and that's fine. I have several others you can check out. This is such an easy recipe. Look at this, hardly any ingredients, and you're going to love it. It's definitely keto friendly, and it's a twist on just a regular version of cheesecake. So the first thing we're going to start out with is our crust. We're going to need 2 Perfect Keto bars, and these are the new birthday cake flavors. I know a lot of you have purchased the keto bars in the past by Perfect Keto and weren't a fan. There are so many recipes that you can incorporate these into, and you will love them if you don't already. I personally love them just like this, but for your crust, we're going to need butter and Perfect Keto bars. For your filling, we're going to need some pure sugar or any keto sweetener of choice. This one just happens to be one of our favorites, and we have it in the house all the time. 1 egg, a block of Philadelphia cream cheese. This is the 8 ounce. Cake batter extract, which can be optional if you want to substitute it for something else. And these are the stoka sprinkles, and they're keto friendly. We use these for special occasions like birthdays, cupcakes, things like that that we want to keep keto friendly. And that is all you'll need for this recipe. We're going to start off with our crust, and I'm going to be using the Perfect Keto bars. This is the new birthday cake flavor. Here's what they look like for those of you that were asking, and the texture is amazing. So we're just going to put 2 of these in my little Ninja. I don't think you guys can see that. Can you see that? It's got sprinkles in it. Edible glitter, actually. These amaze me. These are so good. By far my favorites. I was so excited when they came out with birthday cake flavor. They taste like a birthday cake batter. To that, I'm going to go ahead and put my lid on, and I want to process these to make them crumbled up a little better. So all I'm going to do is pulse my Ninja, if you have a food processor, whatever you have, just to get these chopped up finer. Now here's what it looks like. It just looks like breadcrumbs or cookie crumbs, graham cracker crumbs. So this will be our crust. To that, I'm going to go ahead and add some melted butter. I went ahead and put that on the stove, and I just have 1 tablespoon here right now, and I'm just going to go ahead and pour that in, and then I'm going to pulse it all together again. Now all this does is basically turn this into a sticky dough. Let me show you. And that's what you want for your crust. I went ahead and transferred my crust over to a little bowl. It's just gonna make it easier to scoop out. I know you guys have seen these a million times. These are the silicone liners in the silicone muffin pan that I've got off Amazon. I love these. It's a huge set that you get. You also get the minis in this. They'll be linked below if you want to check them out. This recipe makes 9, and I know this is a little redundant, but I'm going to line my muffin pan with the silicone individual liners. So this just makes it easier for portability. Like if we're going somewhere and I want to take these and I'm eating them in the car, or if I'm sending them in the kids' lunches, this is definitely not a step that you need to use. You can just use this liner if you want. You're going to divide your mixture out evenly and press it on the bottom. Of course, I'm using one of the kids' baby spoons like I always do, but use whatever you want. Now that I have my crust on the bottom and I have them out proportioned equally, I'm going to stick these in the oven to bake for a few minutes at 350 degrees. Okay, these were in for about 8 minutes. You can see that they've made like a cookie crust on the bottom. Does that not look amazing? Absolutely delicious. So while these cool, we're going to go ahead and put together our filling for those. We just want them to cool down a little bit. You're going to restart your oven at 300 degrees. So now all I've done is rinse out my Ninja, and if you have a blender or a hand mixer, you can use it here if you want. I'm going to take my Philadelphia cream cheese. This is just the original 8-ounce block. It is softened, so it's been setting out for several hours, and I'm going to add that to the Ninja. Next step, add in 1 egg. Next, we're going to be adding in our keto-friendly sweetener of choice, and to this one is just pure. This one and Swerve are our 2 favorites. So I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of this. Next step is adding in some extract, and I'm going to be using the cake batter extract. Since I want this to taste like cake, of course, I'm using cake batter, and I'm just going to put in 1/2 of a teaspoon, but you can add more or less, whatever you like. I've realized this is what we like for our family. If you don't like the cake batter, you can add vanilla, or you can also add almond extract. It's a really good one to add. So this is everything that we need to put in, and we're just gonna add the lid and mix all this up. I'm going to go ahead and scrape the edges down, and then I'm going to mix again because you don't want any lumps in this. This would be considered an optional step as well. These are the Stoka sprinkles, and they are keto friendly, so everything in here, they're sweetened with erythritol. They are colored with natural colorings, so they're not the brightest of sprinkles. I know that you can pick up others on Etsy if you want. What you're going to do is take your batter, and I'm going to take about 1 tablespoon of the sprinkles and mix these in. Don't mix them in ahead of time because they could change the coloring of your cheesecake. And we're just going to go ahead and mix those up. You can add more if you want to, and I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and add another 1/2 tablespoon. Once you have all this stirred up, we're going to take our filling and we are going to equal it out into our 9 cheesecakes. Make sure you equal out your filling as good as possible so that each one of them has about the same amount. Do those not look so cute? Okay, we are going to put these in the oven now at 300 degrees. And these are going to bake for about 20 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull these out. Instead of the normal 20 minutes, I'm not sure if it's the weather or what is going on, but these were in the oven about 24 minutes this time. I went ahead and removed them from the muffin pan and put them on a wire rack. I want these to cool. I go ahead and stick these in the refrigerator so they're completely cold before I even dare try to remove them. It's easier to do so when they are cold. One of the main reasons for letting these completely cool is because they have a higher fat content than most cheesecakes, and that's because of the crust. Your crust is the Perfect Keto bars. So once they have sat in the refrigerator, then all those fats that were on the bottom will solidify again. And this will be what you have. Let me go ahead and pull this apart so you can see. Remember, these are a high fat content cheesecake. So they have the high fat, low carb protein bars on the bottom. If you would like to substitute that with something else, definitely you can do that. There are several different recipes that are keto related that you could use for the crust. All you gotta do is Google that, look it up on Pinterest, or check out other YouTube videos. This is one way we like to make our cheesecake. We adore the bars, so we love the taste of these. Plus, look how colorful and festive they are. Okay, that is all I have for today's video. Make sure you check everything out in the description box below. I do have a discount code for Perfect Keto if you want to order some of the bars. Right now they do have a special going on. That is till January 17th, 2020. And if it's buy one bar, get 10% off. Buy 2 boxes, 20% off. And buy 3 boxes are 30% off, mix and match. I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope everyone has an amazing day. Bye.